During the annual Chinese New Year visitation, many of Anna's cousins were discussing on the growing importance of technology across all work sectors and Singapore moving towards a smart nation. Most of them advised Anna to pursue a degree in this track. Knowing that Singapore Management University offers a Bachelor of Science in Information System, Anna became very interested in applying for this course. At her grandmother's house, one of her cousins advises her to download the Unify app from the App Store, which would aid her in her university course search. After downloading the app, Anna opens up the Unify application on her phone and signs up for an account using her Facebook. She searches for information tag and selects SMU's Information Systems. She reads about the curriculum to find out more about the course. As she is reading through the curriculum, she starts to worry about her competency. Coming from a business background with no programming knowledge, she is worried that she will encounter difficulties with the technical aspects of the course. She hopes to seek advice from students who are currently in SIS. Anna goes to the forum and posts a question asking if the course is manageable for people with no programming background. When she opens Unify the next day, she saw a few replies to her question. She looks at the replies and the top two replies are by Patrick and Priscilla. Patrick had 26 upvotes and Priscilla had 12. Patrick encouraged her to apply to the school despite the lack of background knowledge and experience, and mentioned that many students did not start out with programming knowledge. Patrick told her that students will be taught programming fundamentals and that the progression will be guided and manageable. Priscilla, on the other hand, was adamant that it would be difficult to do well if a freshman did not have prior coding experience, as excelling in this course depended a lot on one's natural aptitude for programming. She added that one must possess strong passion for programming to be able to take on the course. Priscilla advised Anna to first try out some coding to find out if programming is for her before choosing the course. With two conflicting pieces of information, Anna was even more confused. She decides to ask both of them more on their opinions. She checks out Priscilla's profile and initiates a chat with her. Priscilla replies shortly that the idea of the curriculum of SIS was not what she thought initially and did not expect it to be so programming intensive. She also says that since she did not really enjoy what she was learning, she did not place as much effort on SIS modules and hence fared badly in this aspect. After a conversation with Priscilla, Anna proceeds to Patrick's profile and initiates a chat with Patrick. Patrick shared that he also had no prior programming background as he came from a junior college. However, he does his due diligence such as completing assignments on time and pays attention during lectures closely in a consistent manner. Hence, he is able to cope with the rigor of SIS modules. Also, he believes Anna would be able to cope well as long as she works hard. He also shared that the faculty of SIS would be more willing to help her if she faces any difficulty as well due to the close-knit nature of SIS community. After a chat with Patrick, Anna feels that what he mentioned was more relevant to her situation. Also, she noted that Patrick's reply had more upvotes, and thus, she is inclined to think that more students identify with what he said. She makes her final decision of applying to SMU SIS.